And this one features Josh Jacobs. He was unstoppable a week ago with 4 touchdowns. It's the Raiders and the Texans, and it comes your way next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Houston Texans. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand here. CD, you look at the Texans in this matchup. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper. The game's first play. Hurts. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. The numbers for Adams in last week's game. Just a really crisp, clean effort. Well over 100 yards receiving.
But didn't you feel like he needed a hug when we talked with him this week?
Oh, because he wanted the touchdowns.
He wanted the touchdowns. He was all depressed after that performance. I'm like, what's wrong with you? You were brilliant. He's like, yeah, but I didn't get in the end zone. He must have heard from the fantasy players on that one.
On first down, Hurts. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Jacobs. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll He'll drop to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got a man. It's Jeudy, complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. The Texans are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give him 30 yards there.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump-off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
They stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. They run here with Singletary, and he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Every game plan meeting I've ever sat in as a player, 3.5 is emphasized like crazy. Because obviously I play defense, so get off the field, win 3rd down. They did, but let's be honest about it. They had some help on that one.
They had some help indeed on that drop. Here's Jackson to return. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Texans will take over. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're Remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's going to be caught by Judy. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Pierce will try to pick it up, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing is Hurts. Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. On the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take
20 to the 24. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with a 1st down.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd and 6.
That's underneath to Pierce. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
Flash the stick skills, but 2nd and 3.
Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give up the middle to Singletary. And some space here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the 1st half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate.
They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They go play action with Hurts.
Trucks over it.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Hurts. Same target. It's Jacobs again.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hurts throw taken in by Adams. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Austin Hooper. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
And it's capped off by the Austin Hooper touchdown.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it. So now 2nd and completion on 1st down. Now back to throw. Back in completions. Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. So we come upon halftime with a tie score, 13-all. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. And that one tied 3-3 in the second quarter. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to the Motor City to check on the Lions at home in Detroit. And that one all tied against the visiting Saints. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Jahan Dotson, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. On now to a check on the next-gen stats for the Raiders in that first half. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon. And
we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. For the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
They'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Singletary here running out of the gun. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. And this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, You have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got some space here. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll take this down to the 33. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, oh, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of it.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Houston set to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's Jacobs from the gun, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. It's caught by Hooper. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Second down, Jacobs once more. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside. And he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. This is caught. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. 13 all our score as we start quarter number 4. That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Touchdown! Austin Hooper with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by the Austin Hooper touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. And now out comes Houston. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent 1st half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings.
Field here for 1st and 10. Pierce gets this one running right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the Raiders have got him. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times did we talk about complementary football? And we're usually talking about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took him to the limits.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Big gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. He'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Las Vegas's offense back out there ready to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And finding the tight end Hooper. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Pierce takes it straight ahead. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Once again, it's Jacobs. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. This for the lead in the final stages. Carlson able to put this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Fortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And this is caught. It's Brown. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the...
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Raiders have just about sewn up this football game.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas.